All right. Hey, everybody on Facebook. Fred Weaver here with you, and I'm joined by my friend Andrew Ford of the UtahHomes.com team. And I guess we'll just spill the beans right off the top here, Andrew, and just tell you welcome to eXp Realty, man. It's a pleasure to be in business with you, buddy.
Thank you. You too, Fred. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, you and I, we go back quite a few years. I think we met at a Boomtown conference, if I call correctly, many years ago, a CRM that we both thought highly of and connected there and have shared some referrals over the years and had a great relationship with each other. And it's just funny how this company, eXp Realty, creates an opportunity for guys like us to be able to partner with each other, to be in business, right? Like it's created a model by which what other company on earth would we've ever thought we could do this kind of thing with? So anyway, man, I just wanted to welcome you to eXp Realty. For those of you that don't know Andrew runs a very successful team in the Salt Lake City area of Utah. You've got some amazing team members, 10 or so members on your team, and you guys have some impressive production, man. I think here in 2021, you guys will be pushing maybe 200 or so home sales. Maybe I'm pushing the limits a little on you, but I think you guys may even exceed that number. So congratulations on all your past success that's led you to this point, man, and welcome to eXp.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And you're right. When we first met, I think you and Kevin were standing on opposite sides of the stage, and you were presenting to this Boomtown crowd about running a team, and it was almost like watching Penn and Teller because you played off each other like it was a comedy. And I remember people that I was with saying, those guys are so sharp, but I love their delivery. It'd be nice if they were in our market. And so we have given some referrals back and forth, and we've always admired the business that you and Kevin have put together. So yeah, when we connected here about eXp, we thought, oh, this is a nice thing to be able to do because we've got friends all over the country as well as here locally. And it does open a possibility, opens up doors that we didn't have available otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me ask you a few questions, Andrew. I mean, for those people that do know you, I think it's important that we say this, like you were not an unhappy real estate agent. You weren't dissatisfied at your last brokerage. You weren't like running to try to get out of there. Like you had a very great relationship, very strong relationship, and still do with your previous broker. But what was it about looking at eXp that finally kind of, led you down this path of making a decision to leave your brokerage and join eXp?
Well, there's a few things, and I'm glad you brought that up because we really have a lot of respect for our previous broker owner. He's a good person. He runs a good company and had a lot of good things. We weren't really out looking to leave. And I'd even looked at eXp a few years ago and just wasn't a good fit at that time. It was just a newer company, and there were some of the wrinkles to iron out. But when we talked to you and I looked at it again right now, it was much more exciting. We could see it's a much more developed company. Of course, they're on the NASDAQ now and trading and stock going up and profitability going up and numbers going up. But one of the things that I have, and you're right, our production is going up every year. In our when we bring agents onto our team, the longer they're with us, the higher the closing count is that they have every year. And so we're bringing people in, bringing them up. But for me, it was so much training and so much time spent with every agent individually. And one of the things I loved about eXp is there's like, I don't know, I don't want to say 50 hours a day. How many hours a day of training is there?
Oh
That's
my
live
goodness.
training.
Well, at this point, some days on a low end, we might have 6 to 8 hours of training, but there's some days now that have 10 and 12 and 15 hours worth of training just in one day. There's multiple classes being offered at the same time.
So in a week, we've got over 50 hours of training, and some of it's training on technology or social media. Some of it's, about small teams or medium-sized teams, large teams, agents who are starting out. I loved that there was so much training. It didn't matter where I was at or the agents that I had on my team, because there's times where they have some questions, and because there's a live training or they can go in and watch some of the video recordings. It just opened up the door for me to actually have more agents without having to worry about, can I handle all the training? Can I handle the load? And I think that was one of the first things. Now I've got my own CRM system. Right? I thought I turned my phone
Somebody's
off
like,
before
is
we
that
began.
you I see on Facebook right now, Andrew? This is awesome.
It
Yep,
just might be.
it's really
Let's
me.
hope
They're
somebody called
already
through.
calling.
Well, we've got, I lost my train of thought there, but I think just things that we liked, it just helped me scale better as far as bringing people in. But I know there's people that don't really want to be on a team, but they need training, they need some support. And so even though I've got my own CRM system and I've got my own action plans and things like that set up, a lot of agents, especially if they're not doing a high volume, they want to be in a place they get high support. And I don't use KV Core because I've already got something that was established, and so I'll just keep using that. But if I was a new agent coming in or an agent that was leaving a team to be on their own, KV Core is not only a good CRM, but kind of built in is some marketing and advertising they could get and direct traffic right to their site. They have their own website. So it kind of sets up a new agent or somebody who wants to go on their own or take their business to the next level. It just allows that to happen. There's so many tools, but I really like the core values of the company. It's very agent centric, and it doesn't matter if you're a team or a new agent or an experienced agent, they really do have something for everyone. The fees are definitely aggressive, and I don't want to like throw everything out, kind of vomit all this stuff all over you, Fred, and tell you everything that's good about the company. But really, once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. There were so many good things about it. So when I brought it up with my team, as I looked at it, I thought, I wasn't interested before, but I'm looking at it like it's the first time all over again. And when I saw it, I was pretty excited. I just really couldn't sleep a whole lot, kind of thinking about the possibilities of both having a better business that I already have currently, as well as scaling up both my team, as well as helping other people that just really need some support to come in. And when I brought it up to my team, I thought, well, we'll see if they like it or not. We'll see. Some of them might, some of them might. Well, every single one of them liked it. And I said, well, let's kind of put together a couple of weeks transition and gear up. And everybody said, we know it'll be messy, but let's just jump in and we'll figure it out as we're going. And we just really jumped in with both feet. And
And it was messy, right? It
we,
just was, but yeah.
we probably should have done at least a week of kind of infrastructure planning as we were moving over. But we jumped in, but everybody was so excited because, and we had 100% of everybody not just say, yeah, we'll go. Nobody was kicking and screaming. They were actually pulling me to go faster than I was really wanting to go. And so, but we're in now and we're excited about it. I think that there's just a lot of good possibilities. Now, I didn't really know the broker here in Utah. He's a little further north in Utah. I knew who he was. I've seen him in some of the state UAR meetings, but I didn't know him very well. Yeah, but that's actually been, I'd say, one of the more pleasant surprises that I had coming in is that when I reach out to him, he's very responsive. And I have different ways to catch him. I can call, I can text, I can go in through several different portals through eXp to contact him. And I found he's been very, very responsive and quick to get back to me and very pleasant to deal with. And so where I didn't know him, that was one of the concerns I had, but it's been a unfounded concern as it turns out.
That's awesome, man. Well, I know this, eXp nationally has grown in really, really big ways over the last 3 or so years, right? This company was about 3,500 agents in the fourth quarter of 2017, and it closed out 2020, right? Just a week or so ago with over 40,000 agents. And in Utah, it's still a little bit relatively unknown, if we could say it that way, right? Like there's a couple hundred agents with eXp throughout the state of Utah, north and south, and some different parts of the state of Utah. But, generally speaking, eXp hasn't really hit the map, if you will, in Utah. It hasn't really landed on everybody's radar. And so I'm excited for you to be able to, be a very visible person that's very involved in the real estate community. You do a lot of production, you and your team. You guys are definitely top producers throughout the state. And I'm excited for other people to maybe look up now and go, oh my goodness, like I've kind of heard about that eXp thing, but I didn't know it was coming here to Utah. I didn't even know it was here in Utah. Man, I didn't know a guy like Andrew Ford would move his team over there, right? And I'm excited to watch some of the partnerships that are going to be created. One of the things that I appreciate most about eXp, Andrew, and we hear stuff like the stock and the revenue share and the health insurance is great and eXp World and the training calendar, all that stuff's true. But one of the things that I most appreciate about our company is the collaboration. It's that we do have this revenue share program where You can name somebody as your sponsor, the reason that you joined the company, and they're going to make a little bit of money when you pay the company. The company's going to give some of that money back to you. But what that creates is it creates this really, really bought in collaboration, right? It incentivizes givers to give even more. So somebody like yourself who is already a giver in the community, you're already a giver to your team, you're a giver in every brokerage that you're at, now has the ability to give even more to people who may be interested in joining eXp with you, who may say, I've heard of that eXp thing, Andrew, and I think I want to give you a call today or later this week and talk a little bit more, because maybe there's some stuff we can do together. And it unites teams. It creates collaboration that never existed at this high of level in other real estate models. And it's really fun and really awesome to be a part of.
I absolutely agree. I think that there are, it not only just creates the collaboration, but the mentorship and people just opening their knowledge completely open. And I've been impressed with what you and Kevin have been able to give to me, and Honey Badgers has given, and Curtis Johnson's given, and Brent Gove has given. And we've got a lot of training material, and you know there's just so much, but we want to be able to give that out, and we can make it a little bit more broad. I think one of the things that hurts our industry is everybody holds everything so close to their vest, thinking they're going to help their competitors. But really, we've got to be concerned with making us all more professional. Our industry, is getting attacked from a lot of different directions, and the more we can make everybody more professional, the better it is. But you're right, there is some compensation and some benefits there. But I love the mentorship and the sharing and the openness that comes along with it, because no longer I'm looking at somebody as a competitor. I look at them and say, hey, I want to be a strategic partner. If I help bring somebody in, I want them to be as successful as I can. But you and Kevin are kind of a big deal. You guys act like you're not, but you're well known around the country and between your podcast and speaking and other things. But you've been very, very open and willing to be able to converse with me. And when I have questions, you've been able to get back with me so quickly. And anytime you get to a new brokerage, it's nice to have not just the admin and the support, which eXp has, but it's nice to just call a friend and say, hey, how do you do this? Or what do you think about this? And you've always been really quick to get back to me and helpful. So I think that the atmosphere that's created here at eXp is one of just helping each other. And I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, I think, maybe the sort of the underlying story of this whole thing is that many of us looked at eXp at one time or another and either thought, heck no, no way, or not now, or whatever. But there's many of us that have taken a second look over the last couple of years, the last couple of months, the last couple of weeks, and discovered that, there's some really cool stuff going on over at eXp. And I think there's a lot of people in our industry who owe it to themselves and owe it to their families and their futures to take a look. I firmly believe that this model at eXp Realty respects and rewards agents' futures more so than any other real estate model. And I'm not saying that it's right for everybody or everybody should be here, but I think it positions real estate agents at the forefront of the brokerage model rather than the broker owner or the founder of the company being the one that makes all the money and gets all the benefit as the company grows. This company truly believes in empowering other agents, and it believes in giving ownership to other agents, and it creates a unique culture and a unique financial opportunity for agents over their 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40-year real estate career. So if you're out there watching, maybe Andrew, and maybe you're kind of looking for something new, or maybe you're not looking for something new, but you just realized today as you came across this video that there's a lot you don't know about eXp Realty. Reach out to him, give him a call, shoot him a message on Facebook. There's a lot of ways you can reach him, and we'll let him give his number or his preferred method here in a moment. But I just encourage you to reach out and kind of find out more information on why him and his team made this move. And I know this won't be the last time you talk about eXp. I know that you're already getting excited and have some other people in the market and around the country that are getting excited about joining eXp with you as well. And we're having a lot of fun over here. One of the things we like to say about eXp is we're making real estate fun again. And so it's been a lot of fun, man, partnering with you over the last month or two here.
Thank you. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Any closing thoughts or anything you want to end with, or what's the best way to reach you? Maybe I'll ask that as well.
Well, yeah, first of all, if I've got some friends in real estate that do have some questions, that people that know me know that I'm going to give, I've kind of got the heart of a teacher. I'm going to be able to tell people and inform people with, the questions that they have, or let them know a little bit, kind of pull back the curtain, so to speak, and let them see what is going on here. But I'm not going to be a high pressure, you got to join me kind of an attitude. I just really going to answer some questions, and just like it wasn't right for me a few years ago, I know that timing's everything for people, especially busy realtors. So if you have questions, give me a call without feeling like you're going to get overwhelmed with too much information. And if you have more questions, this is what, 15 minutes, maybe we've been talking 20 minutes, and we can get in a lot more detail and depth. So we can kind of write my phone number below, and I'd love a phone call or text message, but you can call either 801-610-9155 or 801-318-6730. You can call or text me and I'll get back to you quickly. So thanks, Fred, for giving me an opportunity to jump on here with you, as well as really partner with you. I do look at this a lot as a partnership, that we work together, and you get these different, like you said, you can work with people you didn't think you're going to work with before. And I just love that aspect of eXp. So thanks again for all you've done for me so far.
You bet, man. It's a pleasure to work with you. I'm honored to be able to do it. I think this is just the beginning of something really great, and a lot more fun that we're going to have over the coming years. So congratulations to you and your team on the big move. Congrats on one of your best years in real estate sales ever last year. And congrats on all the success you guys are carrying forward here into 2021. And we'll talk with you soon, man. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.